Penis.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it in. I'm leaving it in. Oh, you Matt Mercered me. You whatever they yell at him before they go live.
But did
Yeah.
they prefer you or me, considering it was a Norwegian word?
I don't know, but it sounded like a word in English, which was funny. So
It's the same in English.
that's what I
It's the
thought.
exact same in English.
It
Just
is.
slightly different pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, anyways, hi everyone. So, first of all, I will just say that, as you could probably tell, this is not live. We are pre-recording this. This is the first of what will be several downtime sessions. We did this a while ago now. It's been a moment. That was last year sometime. I want to say last spring? Like a year ago?
I want to say last Easter, because I think I remember my downtown session being at my cabin, and I think I only was at my cabin during the Easter time. So
That's super creepy if that's timed roughly the same time of year.
I think I'm wait, no, it was summer.
Okay.
Summer.
That would have been a weird kind of kismet.
I just remember. I think it was summer.
Okay.
I might be wrong though.
That's all right. I can look back at the YouTube dates. So, anyways, we are doing some more downtime sessions. If you are caught up, I don't want to spoil too much for you, but things happened in Dagger Bay, or as all of these guys had said, "Oh, I hate him so much. He's so rational. I hate him so much. Why can't we just blow him up?" And which then I was like, "Oh, look, I did a thing," which made me very happy. So this is a joint downtime session with Eilissia, our resident gnome wizard, and Marble, our resident Tabaxi druid. Seven Storms, her best buddy Tabaxi friend, is with her. They have each of the players has given me a list of things that they want to accomplish over downtime. Downtime in game is going to roughly take place over the course of a month, perhaps a little bit longer, depending on everyone's timelines and what they want to get done. So you guys have left Dagger Bay. You camped overnight in the mansion. And the very next morning, as everyone kind of traded information on, as much as they wanted to, on what they were going to be doing, you know, Neuraxis is probably heading to Amman, and then he might be checking up on some other things. He's got the whole resurgence of the Dragonborn thing going on, and Jorenn is still unsure whether he wants to be contacting Craghammer. Not sure. Volkar wants to meet up with the Barnacle Bards. You know that Sid is considering tagging along with you guys for a little bit now that she's been not allowed to blow up the entirety of the ruins of Noah, because that's what she was going to do. Oh, the messages in Discord that I got from Julia. Can I do this? Sure. You guys, and Marble, do you want to approach Eilissia about tagging along with her, or how do you guys want to handle that?
My plan was actually that Eilissia was going to ask Lost Marble to join, because Eilissia knows that Lost Marble has Greater Restoration.
Yay.
And she doesn't really want to, tackle more with Jorenn right now. She thinks that he has enough on his plate, and
Okay.
yeah.
Your parents have been quiet. Your dad is beaming. He's so happy to see you, but he's also fussing over your mom. And they know to just kind of wait things out a little bit.
I'm also just not approaching them in the same way, because I know that things would get complicated, so she's waiting to she's not approaching them, telling them the plans are to go to Jorenn village and meet up with the doctor.
Okay.
And not
Yeah, that works.
and that they'll talk later, and just settling out the plans.
Okay.
And how to get there.
Okay. So your mom, for the most part, has been very quiet. She oohed and awed a little bit over the mansion. So, isn't this just the nicest cabin? And was happy to, and marveled over the cookie hearth fireplace, and greatly enjoyed that. And also found her way into the large study that Hazel had built on for you. and was content there. So you didn't feel like she was too thrown off, too much out of her element. It's kind of like dealing with someone with dementia.
Yeah.
That same kind of tact. And your dad certainly has stopped and spoken with you, but he seems a little out of his depth as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all yours, you guys.
I'm guessing we're heading right to Jorenn as fast as possible.
Okay.
Is my plan.
Okay.
Unless Marble has any objections.
Nope.
Or also,
I'm all good.
I'm also like ask my dad if like he has any objections to going to go as fast as possible, and just like if he has anything he needs to do here before he leaves.
Are we gonna walk there?
Hopefully not.
He says, just give me a second. Let me make sure your mom's okay, and then I certainly don't want to have to walk or take a wagon.
Oh no.
Might be able to do this though. And he shuffles off for a few minutes. Comes back. He's like, she's good. She's already buried in a book that I don't even know what a language it's in, to be honest with you. It's hard to tell. Thought on that. And he reaches into, they only had haversacks. They really didn't have any other possessions with them. And you see him open up like the little side pouch, and he reaches his hand weirdly like all the way up to his elbow. It should not be that deep. And pulls out a scroll and hands it to you. I can't use that, but I thought you could.
Is it a scroll teleportation?
It is.
Circle?
It's a scroll of teleport.
Teleport, yeah.
Yep.
That's much higher level than I can cast, right?
7th level. So you would have to make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
hope
Intelligence.
and pray that
Yeah.
it doesn't
It's
land
been
you
a
somewhere
night.
else.
I'm probably gonna roll my portent rolls because
Okay.
I need to do that. And that's an 18 and 19.
Okay. So.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna gather up everyone
Okay.
who is going to teleport to Jorenn, and I'm gonna use that 18 with my intelligence plus 4, which makes it a 22, if I'm maths correctly.
And I believe
Wow.
that is higher than you need. So we're going to go with it. I don't think the DC
I'm not
would have
taking any chances that this
crazy
is going to
high.
go wrong.
Yeah. The DC wouldn't have been crazy high. You can cast, what, 5th levels right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So no, it's not like you're going from, you're a 2nd level caster and you're trying to
No,
cast
I'm
a
just
bad
like,
boy.
Alicia is not taking any chances
no,
of this.
I don't blame
because
you.
this is like her goal, her.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So, 7 and Marble are going with you. Everyone
Marble.
else, as far as I know, is staying behind to go their own ways for a little bit. Sorry.
And if they like decide to go to Jorenn, we can just like after add them and say that they're
I
Jorenn.
can retcon, yeah. We can retcon a little bit. So,
So,
Seven
yeah.
just kind of looks at you, Marble, and says, well, I mean, it's kind of on our way back home anyways, so...
Yeah, but we could. I was because I have that dream spell that the little one also used, so we could also, if we don't want to go back and then start all over, we could just dream ourselves and talk to them.
That's a good idea. I mean,
This is a long journey.
it's a long journey. And, well, it's kind of like we talked about. I don't know how much is duty and how much is... Maybe we should be out on our own for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that could be nice. Just to, live a little.
Yes.
I do one thing before we leave.
Okay.
I go and grab 1,050 gold coins from the bag of holding.
I wonder why.
What does a wizard need with gold? And also, if I had any paper stashed there, but I don't think I had. If I had any paper there, I
Okay.
need to use a different.
You
Yeah.
probably do,
Yeah.
if I had to guess. And
But
technically,
yeah,
a spell book has magical paper in
yeah.
it, so
Yeah, I have enough, but just like in case, I'm just like.
yeah.
Elisha's grabbing what she needs from the bag of holding,
Fair enough.
which includes that much gold.
Okay. All right.
And I need to.
Anything Marvel
Oh,
that you want to do
one.
before you go off? Yeah.
I'm gonna get the monkey to pierce my ear.
Oh, okay. Pokey? Yeah.
Yeah.
He very gladly, he's actually sitting on the table. Looks like he's eating an apple or something. Sees you and goes, "Eek!"
Hey, can you stab my ear and put an earring in it?
He pulls out a dagger. Eek!
Maybe, a needle or something? Just to get like a.
He reaches around on
I
his
want my.
belt. Eek! And runs off. Comes back a minute later with his little kit.
Yay!
Eek!
I pull Seven closer and like hold his hands like a bit too tight.
Oh,
And as
okay.
soon as it comes like closer with a needle, she like screams like ah the entire time.
He puts you in a headlock and
Always
says,
does.
"Just do it, monkey, just do it." Pokey runs up to you, puts his little hand on your head, pushes your head back, and 1, 2, 3, and you feel a jab. You take a point of damage. And
Oh no.
before you know it, there's no blood, and you reach up and there's the little earring there.
Oof, I'm only at 87 hit points.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oof. Oof. Okay, good to go.
Yep.
Thanks, bro.
High fives you.
Yeah.
Monkey high five. Bam.
Whoa.
Which ear did you do this in?
Oh, my right ear.
Okay. You guys match.
Does that have a significance?
No, I was just curious. So I always imagined Seven's got both ears pierced, but the earring that matches the one he gave you is in his right ear. So there you go. You guys match even more, and it's
Aw.
mildly disgusting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
He just kind of boots you out the door. He's like, "All right, we gotta go."
Yeah, do we go out of the mansion before teleporting? Yep.
Yep, probably a good idea.
Yeah, and before Elisha's just gonna put her hand on Marble and say, "I'm sorry you didn't see any swamp calf before you left." And then she's
Well,
gonna
maybe
cast a
there's
spell.
some there. Oh god.
Yep, that's pretty much the noise because it's just it's a way more powerful spell than you're used to, Eilissia. You know that with a little more time and study, you could definitely cast this, but your studies just haven't gotten you there yet. So there's this flash of kind of teal blue light, and then your eyes go white for a minute, and everyone with you and Marble, you see this, and Seven kind of jabs you in the ribs with his elbow and is pointing at this little gnome who's gone almost like electrified, like touched a Tesla coil style, and her hair blows back, and all of a sudden you guys just poof. Where were you aiming at it in Jorenn?
Oof.
I'm aiming at like right outside our keep, like outside the front door.
You got it.
Or we can do the main.
Yeah.
Thing
This is just the
like-
closest image I have. So, the pigeons are there.
I just remember what he wrote about this pigeon.
Dicks. You guys actually land right at the front steps. And the keep looks very different than you remember. The big doors, double doors are still there. But on what was a kind of crumbling building, the Shade Watch most definitely was not interested in keeping this overly fortified, we will say. It looks like small turrets have been built on the four corners of the building. And so that people watching know, these guys have a map of the stronghold. It was a 3-level building. They just never explored really the rest of it. So you're standing outside, and there's this like flash again, and it's the middle of the day. The marketplace is in full swing, and all you hear is, "Oh!" And you just knocked over some poor old lady, and all her apples like fell onto the stairs.
I'm so sorry. That was not the plan. I'm
I
sorry.
start picking up the apples.
Okay, 7 helps
Yeah, I
you.
also helped, like, picking up and making sure that everything was fine.
Your mom's just slowly doing a circle, and then she sees the apples, and she's like, well, that was rude.
These are really nice apples. They look so juicy.
Oh, thank you. Just this is little old human woman, Shaw, like granny style, and you've knocked these apples out of her. She's like, I didn't know. Did I run into you or did you run into me? I don't really know right now.
This was all our fault. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, dearie. It's okay. She just kind of pats your shoulder. It's all right. It just gave me. Oh, the old ticker's hurting there. Oh goodness. Picks up the apples.
I pat her head.
Oh.
I pat her head, and as then I craft like a druid craft a flower crown on her head.
She doesn't even notice it. She's too busy like trying to straighten her shawl. She like, looks at you and looks at Seven and goes, "Oh, you're one of those cat people.
Hiya.
There's one here.
Oh,
She's
it's
really
really?
nice.
Is Dust on? Is Dust here?
She is. She's just. Well, I'm not sure, dearie. I don't really know. I'm just the cook. I don't really know
What?
anything."
What? It's Dusty
That's
here.
okay. It's not Dusty. It's Dust. Oh, what's
Dust on the road. Mhm.
Dust on the road. Yeah, Dust on the road. She's a
Oh, is that the Tabaxi?
yes. She's a
Does he
fortune
work
teller.
here?
She
She work.
I don't know what she does. She was
Oh,
cryptic.
she's cryptic. That sounds good.
The old lady kind of
Felt like
straightens
a hateful
herself. She
accent
says,
for a
well,
second. What the-
I need to get inside. Supposedly I don't know when the owners are coming back, to be honest, but we gotta make sure this is ready to go when they do come back. And she shuffles in the front doors.
That
Who
might be
owns
me.
this place? What? Is this
That
your
is
house?
us. It's not my house. It's our keep, I think. It was our keep. Something's happened to it.
Did you sell it?
No, not as far as I know.
Oh.
Important question. Are the ballistas still there?
You haven't gone inside yet.
We have to go inside then.
They were inside the front hall.
It was, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so you guys head inside.
Yeah. head
Doors
inside.
are open. You do hear people talking.
I'm also gonna, when I'm at the marketplace, I'm gonna do a quick, like, look around and see if I see the doctor.
Perception check for me.
I want to see
3.
if I can see. Do I see any swamp cows walking around?
Perception check with
like-
advantage.
Oh, nice.
that's
Because I'm
fun.
so used to looking for them.
Because you just.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
You're just so into it.
23.
23. Fuck.
That's 20 more than me.
There's a moment where you get really excited because kind of coming out of one of the side streets, you do see like a blotch of black and like whitish gray.
Seven, look, there's a...
What?
Look.
That's a
There's a swamp cow.
Okay, it's a swamp cow. You better go
Yeah?
catch it.
Okay, be right back, bye! I run closer to see what it is. It is a swamp cow?
It is a Goliath man.
Oh, nice.
Who turns and kind of just nods and he says, "Huh. And here I thought we only had one tabaxi in town. Look at you."
No, there's three now. We multiplied.
Oh, is that a tabaxi thing?
Nope. So, did you see a swamp cow walking by any chance?
He leans down and looks at you. I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
Because I've been looking for them for a really long time now, probably I don't know, 4 days. And I haven't found one yet, but I know they're here somewhere.
here, or and then he holds his hands out like way outstretched. Or he goes here, like continent wise.
Yeah, sure.
All of the above.
Somewhere.
Okay. Cover your ground. Yeah. That's smart. Here's the thing you need to know if you're gonna look for a swamp, because I have seen a swamp cow, but it's been a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What color was it?
Well, they only come in 2 colors. Either
green and red?
No, either white with black spots or black with white spots.
Oh. Oh, nice.
So if you really want to go looking for them, I'd head out of town because they don't like people.
Okay.
And maybe try to find like fields or woods, somewhere where there wouldn't be a lot of people.
What direction out of town?
Well, there's only really one way out of town, and he points behind him, and you see, Marble, you've never been here, and you totally ignored on your hunt for a swamp cow, totally ignored the giant mountains in the background. He's like, well, you can't really go that way, and he points towards the mountains. He goes, but there's a bridge leading south out of town.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just plains, it's fields, and then it's woods, and then it's more mountains.
Uh-huh.
So.
What's your name?
Oh, it's Zidane.
Zidane. That's a cool name.
Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Marble.
I like your name better than mine.
Well, my full name is Lost Marble.
I like it better than what you just told me.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to the other tabaxi that's in town?
Dust?
The original one? Uh-huh.
Yeah, she actually sits on the town council.
Ooh, that sounds important.
It is. She's our local cleric, and she sits on the town council. We're helping her build a temple on the other side of town.
That sounds really cool. What temple is it for?
Oh, it's for the Moonweaver.
Ooh, that sounds also important.
I know, right? It's pretty cool. Marble, do a religion check for me.
Oh.
You can do this.
Oh gosh, 13.
Woo! That's a lot. For you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I was getting out my...
I have a -2.
Yeah. Because that is an intelligence thing. Yeah, I was getting out my campaign guide because I wanted to double check something real quick before I misspoke. Remember how we were talking about we're so glad we don't have Wikipedia articles, because thank God.
Oh, yeah.
But I still try to catch myself when I misspeak. So, where is the thing? I had it. Where did it go?
The Dude Father.
The Dude Father. Yeah, that. Yeah, the Moonweaver is a chaotic good goddess of the trickery domain. You mostly find her... She's often celebrated with moonlit festivals, particularly in the fall. And she's widely worshipped in halfling and elven culture, but because she appeals to so many people who just enjoy a little bit of fun, it's not uncommon to see worshippers of other races.
Okay. That's cool.
So
hey, so if I... Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. You're good. Go ahead.
So if I head out of town in like a while to look for them, would you want to join me to look for swamp cows?
I gotta stay here, unfortunately. There's a lot going on. We're still trying to rebuild. So, but I appreciate the offer. Just, whatever you do, don't look them in the eyes.
Oh, no. What happens then?
They charge.
Oh. That sounds kind of fun, though.
Not if it gores you, it won't be.
Oh, no, that's true.
They have huge horns.
Yeah, I've heard.
Okay. Just be careful out there.
Yeah, I will be.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He just kind of walks on.
I run back to the keep.
Okay.
We probably walked inside at this point.
You would have walked inside. So.
And talk to the people who are there.
There are 2 people who have It looks like they've been alerted by this older human woman you nearly knocked over. Um, you recognize
No idea
both
what you're talking about.
of them. Two dwarves, heads of the Miners Guild, Berna and Bull. Berna had been
Yes.
injured in the fight for Jorenn. Bull had stayed behind to help her, and they had sworn to rebuild the keep and help you out with that. And they are grinning ear to ear when they see you, Eilissia. A little confused by the party with you, but they shake that off really quickly, and Bull, this big, burly, as since his name, dwarven man, huge dark brown, kind of graying on the sides beard, huge mop of brown hair, wearing just civilian clothes, but he's got it looks like a couple daggers at his side, and Berna's coming up behind him, and Bull comes up to you, and he grabs your hand, Eilissia, and he says, I knew you guys would come back. I knew it. I just knew it.
Yeah, you couldn't leave this place left alone, but you've done an amazing job. It's
Yep.
it doesn't even look like the same place.
No, that's, you know what, those Shade Watch motherfuckers, they didn't care one bit about this place, and we actually found old masonry, we found old stone walls, old stone floors, so we just took the good bones of this place and rebuilt.
The dwarves will totally love this. I'm already doing it. They're on their way. We just had to go in the. We have some business that we needed to be here quickly for. So, have you seen a doctor around town?
Oh, yeah, and Berna actually steps up. She goes, Johann, he's been here for
Yeah.
a few weeks now.
Thank God. Thank God. Where is he now? Is he here or?
He's not here. The minute people found out we had a physician in town, suffice to say, he's been busy for a while.
Understandable.
We still have a lot of people with old injuries and illnesses, and then things left over from the fight. And Bull just looks at her and says, including her, and she, I'm fine. You worry constantly about me. I'm fine. But she does tell you that he's probably back in town now.
Yeah.
And if anywhere, to look for him at Millie's pub, at the Green Man pub.
Yeah. The pub.
Because he's taken a room there.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Which of the rooms are available, like, in this house are available for, like, sleeping and stuff? I want to set up my parents to have a place while they're here.
Yeah, of course. And Bull kind of he straightens himself and says, let me show you around.
If you're, like, made room specifically for us, which room is my room? They'll have that one and I'll just...
You guys actually, this is your place, so the only rooms we've taken are for storage and for the guards.
Yeah, yeah.
So the second and third floors are yours. There are more bedrooms on the third floor. There's a big study and like a small even like council room. I apologize, we've been using that for council meetings.
That's totally fine. It's... Yeah. No. That's totally fine. I'm just looking at the bedrooms.
Yeah, there's a bunch up on the third floor.
It's a bunch.
Yeah.
I'll just set my parents up in one of the like bedrooms on the third floor.
Okay. Yeah, there are multiple, and those rooms are, multifunctional. We can kind of play it out however you want to. The turrets have at least 2 bedrooms. There's another one. Sorry, guys, we're looking at maps. You can't see. Apologies. There are more on the second level. There's probably like 11 bedrooms in all.
Yeah. Setting up like I like just like claiming one of the like rooms and like turrets on the third floor, and just like setting our parents up there and telling them that I'm just gonna go find a physician and I'll be right back. Just make yourself comfortable, and she's also gonna take out like all the books she had in her bag and just like leave them at like a desk. Like, if you want some reading material, I have.
We might actually find some food. There was a stall in the marketplace that looked really good.
Yes. Don't go any further in the marketplace because
Bull is
Yeah.
actually with you, and he says, "Oh, we can get something cooked up. Frida's down in the kitchen. Don't worry about it."
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Of course, you do what you need to. Check the pub, and Marble, he gives you and Seven rooms. He says, unless you two want one room, but we've got plenty.
I want my own room, if that's okay.
Yeah, by all means. And he sets you guys up, and they actually adjoin, so there's doors between them if you guys need access. And Seven just is like, ooh, is this the time where we take naps? Is this when that happens?
We probably could. I don't really need a nap, I don't think, but
You know what? Maybe I will then, if you don't care.
just take a little cat nap.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
wake you up afterwards.
Okay, yeah, well, come get me, especially if there's food or drinking that happens.
That I will do.
Yeah, okay, yep. Okay, come find me later. And he goes into the room, and you hear him go, "Oh yeah, king bed." And then you hear like it sounds like springs as he probably jumped on it.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm gonna walk down to like the kitchen area or something.
Okay. You gotta go down
I'm
and
gonna
down.
see, like-
It's in the back of the first floor.
Are they like good, well stocked on food, or is there?
It is ridiculously well stocked. It looks like they're trying to feed a
Okay.
small army. And you actually, from the windows in this back room, Marble, you do hear what sounds like metal on metal.
Huh.
And when you look outside, there is a small walled-off section that Eilissia would be able to tell you is where some of the fighting happened. And it looks like they've reclaimed this space for a small courtyard set up with training dummies.
Ooh, cool.
Training dummies and like a small archery range. And there are a couple of people out there in the tabard, like the leather armor branded with the village crest of Jorenn, and it looks like they're practicing.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna go look around a bit in the keep.
you can definitely do that. All the rooms are open. There's not a locked door here.
I just walk around, see if I see anything interesting, or I don't know.
Okay.
Test time.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely do that. Seven will find you later because he has something he wants to talk to you about. But it's a well kept place. There are still some rooms that it looks like they're working on getting better furniture in. There's some ratty stuff still kind of hanging around, but it is very well appointed. And what draws your attention most of all, while you're still on the first floor, Marble, and you're by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is they've actually also revitalized the old garden that had been in the back, and being a druid, that would draw your attention.
Ooh.
So it's mostly, it looks like vegetables. That's probably goes right into the stronghold and supplies the kitchens. Flowering trees, some shrubs, and in the middle of the garden is a roughly 8-foot tall bronze statue.
Nice. A statue of what?
5 people you recognize. One of them is
Hey!
a small gnome, cast to look like Eilissia. There's 2 dwarves on either side of her. A halfling with a crossbow. And you recognize this as Hazel. And behind her, it's an interesting little way that they did this, because kind of like there's a nod to her other half, we'll say, that the cape she is wearing looks like it's striped with tiger stripes. And
Hey.
then behind all of them is a tall, proud dragonborn man with a huge double-headed battle axe.
I'm gonna like look at them for a little bit, and I'm gonna druidcraft flower mustaches on all of them.
I need this art so bad.
Yay!
I need the art
Why can't I draw?
so bad. You have to get kind of get up there a little bit.
Yeah.
And you notice, because you kind of almost have to step on it, there's a little plaque at the base of the statue. And it reads, "They braved the fires of evil and returned our freedom to us."
Oh, that would take a solid 10 minutes.
Right. Takes you a little bit to kind of decipher that.
Mhm. I gotta walk back inside and see if Seven has woken up.
Okay. Yeah, he actually has come back down the stairs. He took a little, 40-minute nap, came back up, or came down, sees you, and he goes, "Oh, do you know they have an archery range here?"
Oh, yeah, I saw some people shooting on, yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to come out there with me.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'll join you.
Okay. It's been emptied at this point. There's still fresh footprints in the dust from where people were sparring. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out another longbow and he hands it to you. He goes, "You promised me."
Oh, no.
"Oh, yes."
I hoped you forgot.
"Nope. We're doing this."
Oh, no.
"Oh, yes. Let's do this." So
Okay.
he spends some time with you, and this is going to take most of the afternoon, as long as you're willing to do it,
Yeah.
showing you how to shoot a longbow. So, with time spent, you will be able to be proficient with a longbow, with a little bit more practice.
Yeah.
And he promises that he'll practice with you as much as, but those first couple of shots are so bad.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
And then one actually flies over the wall, and you hear a, "Oh, God!"
My cabbages!
And it's the same human woman who goes, "Who is that? Who's shooting arrows at me?"
She's
It's
our cabbage
Bob.
man.
It's sorry, my name is Bob.
Seven is on the ground trying to not laugh. Oh my god. But you kind of get the hang of it. You're still not very good, but at least you're not smacking yourself in the arm or the face with the bowstring.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's that. But you guys spend a little bit of time doing that. Eilissia. So, off to the pub?
So, yeah, I'm gonna get my parents settle, tell them that and order so they get food,
Okay.
and I was gonna thank the dwarf one more time, thank you so much for everything and all that, and then she's gonna cast Expedition Retreat on herself as many times as needed to get to the pub as fast as possible.
Okay. You're not too far from the pub.
It's up for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
you're fine. You're fine. It's like a 3-minute walk. You're fine.
Still gonna
Jorenn
cast it.
has been really cleaned up. It looks like it was a monumental effort, but it also looks like everyone here pitched in. The streets have been swept, the buildings have been repaired. You still see a few that have loose roof tiles or a shattered window here and there, but it's a huge, huge improvement from the gloom that you had seen when you guys first arrived here. And the pub, the Green Man Pub, still there. Door's been freshly painted green. The sign's been repainted. And you do see what looks like they're finishing up that addition on the back. They're still working on it, but progress has been made. Front door's wide open. And you do hear the chatter of people inside and the occasional burst of laughter.
Yeah, bye. Stop running when I go to the door.
It's probably a good idea.
And walk inside and start looking for the doctor or anyone that I might know. And right now my mind is blanking on names since it's been a minute since we were here last time.
Millie is the owner's name.
Millie, yeah. Millie.
Roland is her husband, and then they have a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
You see all three
yeah.
of them kind of running back and forth. It looks like they've gotten some help. They've hired some help, so
Yeah.
the teenage daughter is still a little busy, is a little more busy flirting with a couple cute people, boy and a girl, and batting her eyelashes a little too much, maybe. But Millie hasn't quite taken notice of you. You do, though, beeline straight for that human man, late 40s, too long haired, like dark hair to be fashionable. It's got the gray streaks. He's got a full like Doctor Strange thing going on either side. Spectacles on the end of his nose. Clothes are a little bit better make than you last saw him, and he is just tearing into a plate of something while talking with a human woman, looks to be in her early 20s, across from him. And
Yeah.
he, let me see if he notices you. Does not. He's too busy talking to this person.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna. Yeah. Do I see Millie around?
She's behind the bar.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go over to the bar and just say hi to her before,
Okay.
since I'm seeing that he's in conversation, and I might be like, I might have like, want to do this fast, but I also like have some sense of decency.
Fair enough. Bustin, you need to help me now.
Like he has no real reason for helping us, so like, yeah.
Well, he certainly won't forget you, I can tell you that much. You kind of belly up to the bar, and Millie turns around. She has two mugs in her hands. She quickly shoves at the two halfling men who had ordered them. She sees you, rushes around the bar, and she goes, "Oh, honey!" and picks you up.
I hug her back.
Everyone
Hi.
is looking at you. Everyone in this bar is looking at you.
We're the heroes of Jorenn.
A lot of new faces here, too,
Yeah.
which is good. She puts you down. She says, "I'm sorry.
No, sorry for.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. You're back. You're back. You're back. Are you
We're
back?
back. Yeah, for a while at least.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank goodness.
so, things are looking great since the last time.
Yeah, that's, well,
At least better.
that's
How are
because of
Things
all of
going.
you. I mean,
we didn't do everything. We hadn't managed to do it without the help, especially from you and all the others.
well, no one else was coming in here to try to save us, and we were an inch from trying to save ourselves, and I don't know that that would have helped much.
Still, we can't take all of the glory.
Well, you got a statue back at your keep that says otherwise, so,
We do?
yeah.
Okay, I need to process this later.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
anyways, yes, my goodness, what do you need?
Uh, right now I just need to talk to the good doctor over there. I'm just waiting for him to finish his conversation.
She kind of leans over and says, "Oh, yeah, he's that poor woman, Sarah's been sick. She's
Oh,
first baby and it's not been going well, and so that man, he does not stop. He won't, if he stops to eat, I've had to force him. I've had to threaten to sit on him before. If he stops to eat, he still talks to people. He won't take a moment for himself. He's going to burn out, and then we're going to lose our only doctor."
I'll make sure that when he's helped my mother, he'll take a proper break. If I have to force him or not.
Well, I hope whatever's wrong with her, I'm sure he can figure it out. And if he can't, I'm sure he knows someone who can.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Well, go.
Sorry.
It looks like Sarah's done. Go.
Thank you so much, and thank you. I'll definitely be checking in on you later. We just arrived, like, just now.
Okay, yeah. Come back by when you can. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'll bring my parents if they're feeling up to it.
That would be lovely. That would be great.
I'm betting they would love this place.
I think we do okay.
You do. Good luck with the rest of your shift, and thank you.
Yeah, now if I can convince my teenage daughter to stop flirting!
She's a
yells.
teenager. Let her... She's a teenager. Let her live. A bit.
Yeah, I know. goes back to the bar, grinning.
And,
Oh, Johann has definitely seen you now.
yeah, I'll walk over to him.
He motions to the chair across from him that Sarah had been sitting. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much for coming and helping us. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's well, Jorenn's one of those villages it's needed help for a long time, and it wasn't on my radar. So other than tending to the farmlands, but I couldn't get in here for so long with the Shade Watch.
Yeah, they had a lock on this place.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. But they're gone now,
Right.
luckily.
So, talk to me about what's going on.
My mom, I don't know the details, but she got a head injury a while back, and I don't know what's wrong, but it was bad, apparently. Like, only thing my dad has told me is that it was bad, and I heard from someone else that he had to modify her memory to make sure she could even, go through the day, so... I don't know all of the details, but they're back at our keep right now, so if you want to talk to her, or see for yourself, or maybe talk to my dad, who might have more information than me.
Yeah, I'd like to speak with him. I'd like to,
Yeah,
with their permission and your mother's permission, just take a look. Even if it's an internal injury, there's going to be some evidence externally. Would give me a better idea of how old, perhaps the force, however this happened, whether it was a box or she fell or...
Yeah, I literally don't know, and medicine is not my strong suit, so thank you so much.
Of course. And I will say that I just like to be upfront about this. If I can't figure it out, there are others who might be able to. Well, it's a story for if that comes up. If I can figure it out, then I'll tell it to you in good faith and good news, and otherwise I'll have some messages that I need to write out.
I already, if you can figure it out and help it, I know she's been someone's cast modified memory on her, and I have already a friend who can clear that, hopefully. So, you don't have to worry about that, fixing memories. It's just, I don't want to do anything with the memories until I know the head injury is gone.
And
or
you wouldn't. That could actually permanently turn her into a vegetative state. That would actually do more damage. So, this is not the first time I've seen or heard about something like this. But speculation doesn't do us any good. So.
Finish your food first, and then we'll walk.
I'll take it to go. We'll just head over now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Give me just a second. I'll finish. Yeah. I'll deal with my tab, and then I'll meet you over there.
I'll pay it for you. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Hmm?
Make a persuasion check. He's not gonna let this go easily.
That's not actually bad. Dirty 20.
Whoa, okay. It's a good thing you rolled high, because he did too.
Awesome. 18.
He says, it's okay. He says,
please, as just part of my thanks.
Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna examine her for free, so we'll call it even. How's that sound?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, just give me I'm gonna go get my kit from upstairs.
Yeah.
I'll meet you back down here.
I'm gonna pay a tab as well.
Okay. Before he starts to walk away, and then he turns and he puts a hand on your arm. He says, just let me ask this one question.
Yeah.
How much of her memory is gone?
I only think, as far as I know, the only part of her memory that is gone is me. She thinks that I'm dead. And that I died. I don't know.
Okay. That gives me something.
Apparently, what I heard was that what her mind kept telling her all these different ways that I died. It was a different way each week or each day, and apparently my dad was just thought it was easier if she just had to not let me go, but had one way, and that was it.
Wasn't constantly in a cycle of grief.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly what I would consider the most honest
It's
use
not-
of it, but I get
It's not
it.
the best thing, but I understand him, and as much as I'm saddened, and I don't hate him for it, but I understand where it's coming from. I might not agree, but I understand, and yeah,
So he's been taking care of her this whole time.
yeah, he has.
I'll definitely want to talk to. Actually, probably
Yeah.
want to talk to him before I talk to her.
Sounds like a good plan. We'll meet back at Keep. I'm guessing we can arrange something.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
He dashes upstairs. Pretty spry for an
Yeah.
older human man. Getting a couple of looks from across the bar too. He has a few admirers. You pay.
I pay how
You
much?
pay. Millie actually says, I've never held a tab for him, and half of his patients come in here and want to put money towards his tab, so he's paid up for the next few weeks, trust me. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah. He doesn't take payment.
No, he said he would examine it for free, which I
No, he doesn't take payment from anybody.
he is a good soul.
Whatever we did to deserve him, and whatever we did to deserve the lot of you, I don't know, but I sure to hope to gods that we can pay it back somehow.
You already have, and if you keep doing what you're doing, it's more than enough. Just be a good mother towards your daughter, and then she leaves.
Okay.
Or like waits outside the door.
Yeah, Johann comes down, takes him like 2 minutes, comes back out, put his little traveling cloak on. He's got his kit with him. It's all right. Lead the way.
And they go towards the keep.
Okay.
And
You are joined when you're about halfway across the marketplace. You see a familiar furry face come out of one of the side streets. And Dust, with all of her earrings and rings and her bright purple cloak, kind of pads over to all of you. She says, I was just going there myself, so shall we?
hi,
Hello.
long time no see.
Indeed. However, I always see you. Huh?
True.
So, and she waits a second for Johann to kind of get ahead of you guys, and she says, so, tell me something. And you don't even have to tell me. Let me just put this out there. What did the mistress of time have to say to you?
Player's mind is blanking. Elisha's is probably not.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah.
No. Elijah has no
Okay,
idea
so
what
it's-
she's talking about.
So it's not just the player's
Nope.
sleep-deprived
You've
mind. Okay, good.
never heard that moniker.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about, but
I wondered if she actually gave you her true form or not. I believe you know her as Eastus?
that name I know.
That name you should know.
That name I know.
You don't have to answer now. Actually, you don't even have to answer at all. But for some of us, and she turns that gaze on you again that you've seen before, where it kind of goes not the metaphor of starry-eyed, but literal starry-eyed. Like she's seeing through every plane in succession in rapid fire motion, and then pulls back to gold eyes again, and she says, I look forward to seeing your friends.
They'll be here sometime during next month, I think.
Ah, very good. I need to go talk to Berna about a couple of things, but don't let me get
Yes.
in the way. Hmm?
Thank you. And
Okay.
Eilissia is still not sure what kind of fortune telling she's doing, or like if she trusts it because she's a divination wizard, and it's like,
You have no idea.
this doesn't match up with my readings.
She is an entity
Yeah.
of which you have no familiarity, and you don't know where she comes from. A mystery to potentially be solved later. So, Johann has found his way inside, and it looks like Bull is actually pointing him up to the second floor, where you overhear that it sounds like your parents are in the study.
Mm.
So he follows you up there. Wow.
Every time someone says where does she come from, my mind goes immediately to that song. But yeah.
Terrible song.
Yeah, but it's my childhood. So
I know. Marble, as you and Seven come in, and you've smacked yourself in the arm a few times with the bowstring,
Yep.
so it stings a little bit, and you're like, ow, ow,
Ow.
oh, no, baby. They see you, Lucia,
Yo,
and they see this. You guys see this kind of tall, lanky human man. No idea how old he is because you're not really good at telling that. And he just kind of nods to the two of you, and you see another tabaxi.
Hey, you're Dust.
I am. That is my name. And you are. Wait.
I'm Lost Marvel.
Oh, you told me before I
Oh.
could guess it. Seven's just chuckling.
But you don't know his name,
This is true. I don't know the full name.
and you better know it, because he's my best friend.
Oh, that I can see very easily. It helps with the matching earrings.
It does. I got it today. Still really fresh.
Who pierced that? They did a wonderful job.
It was a monkey who did it.
It was not.
He was. He's really good with his hands. He also did my tattoo.
What?
And I show her the thing.
That moves? Just starts stripping.
Yeah.
She oohs and ahs over it for a minute, and then she says, "Oh, that is, I am now jealous. I am now a jealous dust on the road. Look at that thing. It is like fireworks and artwork all together.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what to say. But,
It's really pretty.
it's very pretty. I have not seen another tabaxi for some time. This is very nice.
Where are you from?
Oh, everywhere?
Oh.
Marquette,
That sounds
originally.
fun.
I don't know if you've ever been, but it is a
No,
land of sand and
I don't.
very hot weather.
Oh, no.
No, that wouldn't befit you, would it?
It's so I don't do well with heat.
No, you are a child of the woods, huh?
Uh-huh.
The wilds. And yet the wind has shifted a little bit. And Marble, it's the freakiest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. Her eyes, which are bright, bright gold, go to... She's, think like a lynx. She has the pointed, tufted ears. Go to this... They look like galaxies. For a second. And you don't... She's looking at you, but you also get the strangest sensation that she's looking right through you.
Yeah, like 1,000 yards there.
Yeah, but it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
that's a lot of hair.
It raises your hackles, not in a bad, like, danger way. It's
No.
as though you're being seen through by something that defies explanation. And for someone coming from a sheltered life like you do, this is what the fuck.
Yeah.
So
The
she has this moment where she just kind of looks at you and looks at Seven and looks back at you, and she just says, "You are a child of the woods, but yet the winds have shifted some. Your family is your home, but the road calls. Trust in yourself and in your brother." And she leans in and very quietly says, and I'll stage whisper it because I'm not going to whisper into a mic. She says,
No.
"And just know that what you've done has changed the fate of the world."
Oh,
She pulls back, and that
thank
look
you.
passes out of her eyes, and she blinks. And well, I've got to talk to Berna for a moment, but if you'd like to have dinner,
That would be nice, yeah.
it would be very nice. I can tell you all about Marquette, and you can tell me about your druid grove.
Yeah. It's so nice there.
I'd love to hear about it. And she walks off. Eilissia, the
Yes.
second floor study doors open. You do hear your father talking. It's low, it's quiet, but he's just, it's not like he's talking to your mom. He's saying, "Oh no, so your tea's here, and let me go get you another quill, and you can start writing away anything that you want." And you just hear her go, "Oh, okay, that sounds really, really good." And you walk in with Johann, and they both turn and look at you. Your mom kind of has that distant look to her.
Yeah.
But your dad is very focused on you and kind of shoots a worried glance over at Johann and then back to you.
Hi, this is a friend of ours, Johan. He is a physician, and if you guys want, he can take a look at you.
Yes,
I think Melina, he can take a look at you, and I think he wants to talk to you first, though, Ordon.
your dad just nods. That's, but someone has to stay with her.
I'd stay here, if
She's,
that's okay.
he shuffles over and he says, "She's content for now.
I'm just gonna make sure nothing happens. I'm not gonna
Just
cross any lines.
watch her around
Yeah.
the teapot. If she goes to reach for it, she has trouble sometimes holding on to stuff. So if she needs more, just pour it for her, and she probably won't even notice, to be honest."
I'll probably not try and... I'll probably just use Mage Hand, but yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay, that's how I've done it sometimes too. Is it just, if it's unexpected or it kind of comes out of her peripheral, it scares her a little bit.
Question, is everyone in her family not really strong, or is it just me?
You get the sensation he's talking more that perhaps her
Yeah.
injury has affected some physicality as well.
It was a joke about my character being really, really weak.
I took it seriously. Everyone has noodle arms, yes. So Johann and Orden kind of go off to the side. It's a decently large room. And they have this conversation that lasts about 5 minutes. In the span of that 5 minutes, however, where do you want to be in relation to where your mother is sitting?
How large is the study? Is it like...
It's probably a 20 by 20 room. It's pretty good
I'll
sized.
probably, if she's like sitting near a desk, I'll probably be sitting like behind in a nearby chair so I can keep an eye on her, but like so she doesn't feel like I'm like in her personal space or like watching over her in that way, but just like
Sure.
I'm there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to crowd her because I'm slightly terrified. So
the
doing
desk is
something.
kind of is facing the fireplace, and
Yeah.
there's just embers in there right now. It's warm enough during the day that you don't need a fire. And there are two wingback chairs, one that is facing the fire and one that is kind of catty corner between the two. So it's kind of angled in a way that you can see both that chair and the desk, but you also wouldn't be super close.
I'll probably sit in that chair then, because like if I can keep a good eye on her.
Yes.
That's basically what I want to do. I want to keep an eye on her.
She is, as you
And also,
sit down, yeah.
I'm gonna take up my book so it looks like I'm reading.
Okay, very good.
So she doesn't like.
She sits, she's sitting there, and it looks like she's writing. She's, and looks over at another book, goes back to writing, takes a sip out of her teacup, goes back to writing, looks up. This isn't home. Wait, where am I?
You're in Jorenn Village. Sorry.
Oh, are you the nice girl who brought me tea?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank you so much. It's really delightful.
Good. Glad you like it.
Where is... And she kind of turns around. She sees him in the back corner. She's like, oh, yeah. He made a friend. I keep telling him he needs to make friends.
Yeah, he's probably coming back soon.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Goes back to flipping through her pages and writing. Okay. Looks over at you again. Can I say something strange? Is that okay?
It probably won't be any stranger than what my friends keep saying, so go ahead.
I don't think there's something quite right with my head.
Oh! My heart. Eilissia just stares and has no idea what to say. She's just...
Sometimes it feels like this, and she's rubbing kind of like the left back quadrant of her skull.
Oh no.
I don't know. It just... Don't listen to me. You're young. I'm old, and apparently that comes with the territory. Just weird aches and pains sometimes.
Hopefully it's just that.
I'm sure that's all it is. He takes very, very good care of me. He would never let me suffer.
No, your husband is a good man.
Oh, have you met?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. He's just making friends everywhere. That's so nice. I wish I could see Sam right now. She's just sobbing. Just openly sobbing. She's like, he would never let me suffer. I know that much. Goes back to her books.
No, he really wouldn't.
She doesn't seem to hear you now.
No, and I'm whispering it too. That was like a stage whisper.
Gotcha.
She's like, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be really bad if I do this.
Oh no.
It's your downtime.
It's an impulsive thought, and I think Eilissia is not stupid, but like has low enough wisdom to not listen to that, and I think she would be curious enough to cast Detect Thoughts. And listen to her mom's thoughts, just to like...
Okay. Yeah, okay. Throw that in the...
I have it prepared.
Throw that in the chat for me real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, son.
Oh, that's long.
Right. And she's well within 30 feet, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Surface
I'm not
thoughts.
gonna dig deeper.
Okay, that was gonna be my question.
It's just a surface thoughts, because if you dig deeper, she has to make a save, and she might... If she passes, she will know that I was digging, and I don't want that. I just want...
Okay. Yeah, so you do this. She's not even paying attention. And you get this instant hit of two things. One is a studious mind that you see very much reflected in yourself. and a love of the book that she is reading in front of her. So a lot of her thoughts, her surface thoughts, are crowded with that. It seems to be some crusty old history that you know your mom loves. It's this crusty old history, like early Taldore and about the Jurassic Wars, and she remembers reading it before, but she doesn't remember all the details and wanted to read it again and was so happy that they had a copy of it here. She also doesn't really know where she's at, so she's not really bothered by that, but she's happy because there are books around her. The other wave of it is a totally different sensation, and it's this gnawing sense of worry. And you can't tell what she's worried about. You get no direction on it or target. Just that there is a probably not even low burning, like a middle to high burning anxiety that is happening constantly, and she's using the book as a distraction. Whether she knows she's doing that or not, whether those two sets of thoughts are connecting, you can see where they should. But it's like you're watching two halves of someone. So that's what you're getting. All right.
Elissa's probably like, there's probably tears in her eyes at this point, but she's like not trying to. Yeah.
So your father and Johann come back over, and Johann just leans into you and he says, "So your dad was able to give me the story. They were on a caravan. It got raided. Your mother got hit in the head by a mace, and he was pretty sure she was dead, and then she slowly made a recovery. It seems to have damaged both her memory and her sense of self. It hasn't impacted her intelligence in any way, according to what your father's told me." And he looks over at her and he says, "But I'm going to confirm." But he's not reported any loss of words, any inability to read, do math, anything like that. So there's a couple parts of her brain that are likely have been damaged, potentially permanently. But I want to just check.
Yeah.
So he and Orden go over to Melina and they have this conversation. And for the sake of brevity, basically what you get is that Johann he's a very good doctor. He's very calm. He speaks in normal, even tones. He doesn't move too fast. He stays right in front of her at a respectful distance, but never does anything off to the side, doesn't make any weird movements. So he eventually convinces her to come around the desk and just sit in a chair opposite him. And they just have a conversation. He asks her about her family, and you hear about your grandmother and your mom growing up in Wildmount. So you hear a little bit of that story, and you knew all of that, but she's rehashing it with no problems there. And then where she has trouble is her early married life. Things don't quite connect. And you've heard your parents talk about how they moved a few times before they had you. Your dad was trying to get work as an alchemist. He was trying to find different places where they could set up shop, and he'd set up shop, and then something would fall through, and all of that sounds very familiar up to a point. And then she starts to repeat herself or lose track of where she was, and then she jumps way ahead to, we just came from this place near the ocean, and it was really lovely there, but the bugs were so terrible, and she's missing decades in between. So after a little bit of this, he let me see if he can. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be a problem for him. Does manage to find where the injury was, and it was in that same spot that she'd been rubbing. Yeah. And he actually shows your dad, and you can kind of see it from where you're perched in this chair. There is what looks like a hairline fracture back, what's healed over into this. It's a thin white scar, slightly raised. She's actually got a little bit of a bald patch back there. Once you push the top hair away,
Yeah.
you can kind of see where it never grew back. He makes a couple of notes, does a quick sketch. And then he says, so we're going to go back to that corner, okay? He says, Melina, is it all right if I'm just going to go talk with your husband and your new friend, okay? And we're going to go over here and talk. So if you need anything, you just yell. Just say something. Just, okay, dear, okay, and goes back to what she's doing. So he pulls the two of you back aside. So I can't fix that. She was very fortunate to not die. However, tonight, unless you have access to it, which I'm assuming you did, and he's looking at you, Eilissia, I need to get a message back to my mentor, back in Amman. She's actually heading up an initiative there to get a physician's college up and running, working with the Lyceum. And I'm betting that she can help. I need to see where the damage is exactly. And I can't do that.
Yeah.
I bet that either her or in conjunction with the Lyceum would be able to find a way to make that happen. So if you're patient with me.
Yeah. At this point, I can wait a few more days, or months, or weeks, or whatever it takes.
Okay. Absolutely no major healing spells. I don't like to be dramatic, but it could actually kill her. It could undo all of the work that's been done already and just completely decimate her brain.
Good thing I'm no healer then.
Alright, so, I actually have I have a little bit of magic to me, but it's really basic stuff, so I can actually send a message, and I'll contact her. For reference, her name is Ernestine Goldrock. She's a halfling woman. I trained under her. She's the smartest person I've ever met.
Probably spelling it wrong.
I'll put it in the chat for you.
Thanks. I can't spell.
That's all right. And also in a second language. Come on now.
It's a name. Name isn't. Yeah,
Names
but
are weird. And Ernestine
can't spell in Norwegian either. So
very old name. So he says, so just give me the evening. Let me get in touch with her. Let me see what she can do. She'll come here if she has to. I know she will.
Thank you so much. And also tell her if she needs teleportation, she can go bother Laura Vysoren at the Lyceum and tell her that Eilissia Seakeeper sent you, and if Alora gets cross, tell her not to be mad at her, but to be mad at me.
Right. It's a good thing I have a good memory. He just kind of chuckles. He's got it. I'll go right now. I'm actually gonna go see if I can. It'd probably be. I hate to impose. Would it be all right if I stayed here?
Yeah, we have tons of rooms, and none of my other companions are arriving until an undecided moment of time. So stay for as long as you need.
Great. I'll go talk to Bull and see if there's a space I can work out of. That would be great.
There's probably a lot of empty spaces.
Got it. He looks at both of you. If we can fix it, we'll fix it. But at the very least, and this might be cold comfort, she's not going to get any worse. So just ready yourself for that reality. I've also seen that the reason that she clearly knows Orden and doesn't ever forget him is because they're together all the time. So if maybe you spent some time with her, it might help rebuild some of those pathways but don't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Your father's been dealing with this, but from what I understand, you've just kind of walked into this situation.
You can say that. I think running is more of a better descriptor, but yeah.
Fair enough. Right. I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't think anything of it. And he leaves. Marble, as all of this is going on, and you are, Dust is actually taking you to the dining room on the second floor and everything, and she says, I'm going to go check on the dinner. Sometimes Frida gets the salt and the sugar mixed up. I'm just gonna go check. She runs off. And, Marble, there are 3 new people who show up in the stronghold.
Oh, the heck?
Yeah, and Seven's just like, what the heck? One of them is a tall, very tall, kind of like, not amber skinned and not yellow. It's kind of a motley cross between the two colors. Who also has long, dark, braided hair, halfway down her back, wearing a leather vest, leather pants, has a staff on her back, and the biggest arms you've ever seen. She's like Xena arms.
Oh gosh.
Who looks like she could bench press anybody. It's impressive. She also has tusks like a half-orc.
Oh.
And with her are 2 other people, a small dwarven woman with bright red hair, and a vaguely kind of amorphous person. No very androgynous features, and their hair seems to be made out of water.
Oh.
A secret's face right now!
Mm-hmm.
And they walk up to you, and the water-haired person, you've never seen anybody like this before, says, I was hoping... Is there a gnome wizard here by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
She's like really small and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's upstairs, I think.
Okay, wonderful. We were sent here. Can we come find her, or... I'm Flux,
she's
by the
with her
way. Nice to
parents.
meet you.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm Marble.
Love it. That's a great name. Who's your friend?
Thank you. That's 7. He's my best friend.
Wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Leora just is looking at the 2 of you, looks back at Flux, looks at the other woman. She says, oh boy, here we go. Clearly they've been busy. And I think we'll stop there. There's a lot going on, and I think that you guys need to also have some time to kind of see what you want to do next. So what we will do is, because we can't, I could roleplay this for 5 hours, but
I could do.
I could go on for 5 hours. I'm all good.
Yeah.
we'll do some of, because I don't want the others to miss out on some of these interactions, because I think some of them aren't going to be too far behind you guys. So, and we'll mishmash the timeline a little bit. But we'll make some in-chat notes so that I can let you guys know what progresses over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Can we also, the things that we're doing that aren't necessarily roleplay based.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just some of the things that come up, that the doctor's able to tell you and these types of things. But yes, Flux and Leora and this other person whom you've never met before has shown up, apparently from the Lyceum. You guys just have the whole, everybody's coming coming back. I have other notes, but that's for the group. So. Did your heart just like fall out of your chest a little bit?
I was actually not. I thought I didn't pay attention. It was just like I was writing something else in another chat, and then like I heard like, water-haired woman, and my yeah.
I wish I could see your guys' face.
Well, you can watch the video back later. We will
Yeah.
air this this weekend, actually, during our regular Sunday 11 a.m. Or no, that'll be the date night thing. I'll air this later. Okay. Now I will stop. All right. Thank you guys very much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Woo! Bye.